us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 and a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Commodores' offense will go on the attack first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Williams to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight. With his decision-making, that is not how you want to start a game.
Hits inside, it's Wynn. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Judowski. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He'll throw on third down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He'll try the outside to the left. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. Runs through a man, and he might have space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Into the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why
he's got it out. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And I don't know what the defense was doing on that play. He was wide open there, right in the middle of the field. Very easy for the quarterback to spot. And guys, he caught the ball, turned around. There was nobody even near him. And he was able to go add to the damage after the catch.
Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it?
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Vandy.
Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Wynn. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Turns into the pile. Maybe a crease. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you, and that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 33, set to kick this one away.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Gets the back moving. Williams moves to his right. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got... wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, going to throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there... goes down again.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Williams from the gun on third down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Now, sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. First play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll move the wide receiver. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Meadows. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man, it's Judovsky. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Oh, he got loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Fires to the right. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. They'll run it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Love the play call going RPO on 4th down here. And how about the offensive line just digging deep, getting low to the ground, and just getting a better push in the trenches to help that running back get that first.
Throwing, Williams. Got his man. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for room at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows,
Touchdown doors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point.
That keeps the score out. 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Moving the pocket, it's Ncaa27. Got his man in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Slips away. Misses badly on that one.
Defense just needs to get the quarterback down. They had a chance for a negative play there. They let him escape. Good news is, though, they were able to cover on the back end and force the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Avoids pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Hand it to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Look out! He's sacked! This defense all over him. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air, it's Ncaa27. Out wide right, it's Wynn. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Nice move there. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Ncaa27. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll... them into a 4th down.
Man, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Making the adjustment. Williams. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Commodores will hustle to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
2nd down, going to throw it. Still looking to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice.
Into the secondary on the right. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Vandy. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They took it 71 yards down the field, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The run inside. It's Wynn. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Hits the hole. It's Wynn. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got a little grass. He's at the 30. He's at the 20.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Judowski. Fires to the tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Kearney on the Jets. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Commodores. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll run it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Judowski. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Left side is Dixon. Shakes him in, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Vanderbilt. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Ocean from the wideout. Tells the run, wants to pass. On target. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on second down? Caught in the backfield, it's Meadows. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Scanning the field, it's Judovsky. Looking long. Goes high to pull it in. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. On the option. Quick toss. Headed to the end zone. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They move on top here in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Looking for running room. Got room at the 35. He's loose on the right. The 30. At the 20. Runs it into the house. season total. He now has 9 on the year. The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. He's dropped.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Brings it in down the left side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Working the ground game. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They give it to him again. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Commodores want to crank the tempo.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Trying to establish the run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the move. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He's got it on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Vandy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's the first score today for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. They'll go to the counter. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick give. It's Wynn. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the option. Finding some room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. The Tide with the 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Working the middle, it's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown Tide. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quick give. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I love the play call here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts. You need points to win, but you can still run the football, and you can lean on this offensive line and your ball carrier to get it done. That was a really good-looking play late.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams, buying time to his right. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Williams will pass. Rolls right. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds. Stopped the clock. Picked up the first down. And now they'll try to find a way to score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. He's going to run it. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks